Hey guys, Drew here with you again today, and today we're going to learn through Lightroom how to adjust white balance. So today I've got a picture right here. It's a picture I took a few days ago out at the river, and as you can tell, I forgot to set the white balance on my camera. Now, I'm not going to get into the definition of white balance and what exactly it does. Actually, in the bottom under the description, I'm going to leave a link to a guy, Joshua Cripps, with professional photography tips, and he has a great video on understanding white balance, what exactly it does, and why you need to adjust it for certain portraits or certain pictures, and what exactly what works best for you. So, like I said, here today I've got this image that I took right here, and as you can tell, I mean, it just looks horrible. Part of the problem was I forgot to adjust my white balance on my camera before I took the shot. Later on, I did end up adjusting it and got some way better photos, which we can see right there. That one's been edited, mocked up just a little bit. Still not where I want it to be, but you can just see the lighting in the background is a lot yellower. It looks more yellow. The tones are better. It's not as flat. It pops out at you from all the way from the foreground to the background. It's an all-around halfway decent photo. Well, we go all the way back to here, and we've just got an ugly photo. So, back to the point. Today we're going to learn how to adjust that. You have two options. You can either go here to the library where you upload the photo, and you can just click on the photo and make it big like that. Just go down to the toolbar, hit the big square box, and you can come over to the quick develops, and you can adjust your white balance here under the white balance toolbar. And right now it's set as shot. Technically it was taken on a very sunny day, so let's just go to daylight, see what that does. And see right there, you can just tell it's an already better photo. But you can adjust it through here, or if you have more edits, just scroll on over to the develop menu. Let's get it back over here, and you have a lot more control over your white balance. You just come down here to the basic tab. Let's clear out of everything else. You just come down here to the basic tab, and right here you have your dripper. The dripper is if you have a gray card, you just click the dripper, and whoever's holding the gray card, boom, and then you sync it. Obviously, I couldn't tell the building to hold a gray card, so we're just going to come over here to white balance. As I showed you, I like daylight, but you have all these other choices right here. Another side note is the only way that you can adjust your white balance here in Lightroom as well is if you shot in RAW. You will not be able to adjust your white balance if you shot in JPEG because it's an already compressed file. The good thing about RAW files is they're uncompressed and you can adjust certain aspects. This is why I always say if you're using Lightroom, shoot in RAW. You're going to have there's so many more options available to you if you shoot in RAW. So let's just go over here to as shot and let's just go through them. You've got custom, which is where you just adjust right down here. I don't know why you actually need to select that, but you have flash. So if you shot with a flash, you would obviously select your white balance to be flashed. Fluorescent, that's inside lights. That's pretty much the shot that I had. Tuscan, real blue. Shade, this is going to bring out a lot more of the yellows. So I mean, you can use that. I generally recommend using shade if you want to bring out a little bit more of the yellows. In this photo, that just makes it a little too orangey. Same thing with cloudy. It's just going to heighten the yellows. Daylight's sort of going to bring out that natural color tone where you've got sort of the grays and then the yellows and the whites. So, like I said, I like daylight. You can do auto as well. I don't really support auto. Actually, that does kind of make it pop a little bit more. But we're just going to go with daylight right here. Another thing that you can do is you can come down here to the Temp Tool. This is sort of like your Kelvin scale, which you'll learn in that video at the bottom of the link that I'm giving you the link to at the bottom of the description. You'll learn about the Kelvin scale, but you can draw it all the way over to your left, and the image obviously becomes really, really blue. Or you can take it all the way over to the right, and the image becomes yellow. This is just a finer tool. So say you set your white balance like I did to daylight, and say I still don't like it. I can adjust it just a little further, make the yellows pop a little bit more, make it, get the photo looking like how I saw it through my eyes when I took the shot. You can just come down here and adjust it finer. As well, you have your temp settings, and you can adjust that. I really don't mess around with the temp settings, so we're just going to X-nay out of that. But yeah, like I said, there you go. And that is how you adjust your white balance in Lightroom. Very simple process. It's a really good tool to have if you're like me and you went out and you took the photo and you didn't adjust your white balance through the camera. In the end, always adjust your white balance through the camera, but if you forget, this is the good thing about Lightroom. This is why I use Lightroom. I say buy Lightroom. Same thing with Photoshop, is you're able to adjust. Just remember, shoot in RAW, upload it to Lightroom, and if you made a mistake, you can just come in here and simply edit. So thank you. Click like, subscribe. See you next time.